All right, guys. Are we recording? We have audio. We got everything we need, man. We're back with another little journal here. We're talking about a lot of sort of different things on this channel. We talk about philosophy. We talk about spirituality. We talk about faith. We talk about long-term planning. And today, we're going to be talking about the word quiet. The silence, quiet, the concept of being quiet as a man. Look, being silent, keeping your own to yourself, keeping your thoughts to yourself, keeping your ideas in your brain circulating, and maintaining a sense that you are focused on yourself. It is the strongest, most powerful power you have as a man. Okay? Being a silent, stoic man is extremely powerful. People notice that you don't try to please other, you're not trying to persuade other people. You're on your own path and you're doing your own thing. People notice that. And it comes down to how men are supposed to act. Like, think about how the hunter-gatherer days. We were throwing spears and bringing back chickens and bringing back lions that we hunted. All sorts of crap. Okay? We're the hunters. Men are hunters. Women are the gather, like they gather berries and shit. And they talk to each other. They raise the children. And the men go out and defend and protect the colony. And we've gotten all flipped up today, okay? Men are trying to be social. They're trying to be socialites and be all talkative and talk about everything and try to communicate with women particularly, but they even chit-chat with other men. And listen, it's okay to talk to people, but if you're seeking out communication, constant socialization, you're wanting to be a social guy, okay? Try to listen to other people talk. You're going to get nowhere. You're going to have nothing. There's going to be no growth. You're going to be giving away all your valuable attention to other people when you should be spending it towards yourself. And here's the point we want to talk about. Here's our list today. So the word quiet. Silence makes a man. What do I mean by this? Being silent and keeping your thoughts and words to yourself, keeping your ideas to yourself, this is a very powerful power. Okay, that was a bad sentence, but keeping your thoughts to yourself is a very strong force. And as I practice this more and more every day, the attention stops going towards other things, and people actually start paying attention to you. They start paying attention. Hey, what is he thinking? Why isn't he talking as much as he used to? Why doesn't he care about what I'm thinking about? You know, what is he thinking about? What's going on in his world? This is the question people ask when they see you being quiet, okay? And when it comes down to it, socializing as a man is kind of unnecessary because men are supposed to be changing our environment, the physical world. The feminine energy is for moving ideas around, socializing, communication, okay? Trying to basically moving energy, moving electrons. Men move physical matter. We move atoms. We move elements. Okay? So words don't necessarily do that. Words can move people. They can convince people. Words can convince people, but it cannot move matter on its own. And we as men are that strong physical moving force. And I find socializing unnecessary unless we're communicating with our brothers, with our community to try and achieve a goal. That's where you see politicians, okay? Politicians. We need those politicians to communicate ideas to the community, okay? And this is kind of changing with the internet. We don't really need those public figures anymore. I mean, it helps to have them, but you notice that no one really pays attention to those public figures anymore. And it's an interesting observation to see that we don't need them. They're just another human to us. They're just another pawn in the government because their words are useless. They have no gravitational pull except for the elders, the oldest people, the old boomers who don't have any clue about the internet. And let's see. When you're quiet and you're silent as a man, pure intention will drive your actions. Men will spill out all of their energy. When you're speaking, you're spilling out energy into the universe. When you're speaking, it's like currency. You're using currency, your soul's currency. And when you speak a lot, when you're speaking a lot to other people, you're giving away your energy, and you only have so limited amount of energy in your entire life. Okay? What just happened? So that's what's happening when you're communicating for free. Your communication should be used to further yourself, further your goals, further your status, further your financial stability, or further your physical appearance, further anything to help you grow every day. And then let's see. Only speak. What did I say? And only speak when spoken to. Why do I say that you should only speak when you're spoken to? Like I just said, unless you're trying to pursue your goals, you're trying to persuade others to make a deal or something, it's not unnecessary to speak unless you're trying to further yourself. So the only reason you should be speaking other than that is when other people try to get your attention, when you're spoken to. And I guess here's a good example at work. I'm not supposed to be talking a lot. I'm at a hospital. I'm helping dying people. Okay? Not supposed to be chit-chatting. Okay? People are dying in your hospital. The more chit-chat I do, the less attention is going towards those people and the less focus I have. I'm not as focused. And when you're not talking and you can focus on your purpose, and the only way and the only reason you need to communicate with other coworkers or other people is for your career, for your purpose. And in the military, that's what you do. You're not supposed to be chit-chatting. Just imagine if everyone in the military was socializing, okay? There would be no defense. We wouldn't have any defense. People wouldn't be focused because we're chit-chatting all the time. That's why they have these strict regiments, so they can maintain focus, they can gather data, they can gather focus together, and they can work towards a common goal and not get distracted. Purpose only and nothing else. Like I was saying, only speak when you're spoken to. When this is your concept that drives your communication, internalized, your purpose becomes what you follow each day. When this is in effect, your purpose is the main goal inside of each action in your life, you're going to find that you become a stronger person. You're more resilient. You're more focused. You're more complete. You attract more energy. You attract more growth opportunities. You attract the attention of the people you need. And you're bringing the objectives you need into reality through action. And while I say that silence is a good thing, being quiet is good, okay, it can also be a bad thing. Too much silence is weakness. So say you're in a village, okay? This is the old days. We're doing tribal stuff, and another enemy tribe is coming over, trying to embark on your land. You have access to the water spring, okay? That's where all the cows and cattle gather, and you go hunting. And this is your spot. This is where you guys hunt every day. You take advantage of the spot. It's established that this is yours. And then one day, the enemy tribe, okay, they start encroaching on your land, on your territory, start taking the cattle again from you. What would you do? Are you just going to not speak up? Is your tribe just gonna let them do that without trying to defend? Okay? Nowadays, we have words. Words is the primary clash. We used to clash with swords and spears back in the day. Today we use words. Words are the weapon that we use in today's society, at least for civilians. And if you are too weak to stand up and too weak to defend your ideas and defend your purpose, defend your community, then you're going to be unable to defend your resources. Your people are going to suffer. You're going to lose, okay? You're going to be overtaken by the enemy. And you need to be strong enough to speak to be silent. You need to be strong enough to be silent, but also be strong enough to speak up when something isn't right. Weakness under attack, like we said. And then lack of identity. When you're too silent, okay? Imagine you're at work. You go to work, you clock in, okay? You don't say a word to anybody else. You just do your own thing. You become a bug. You become like a machine. You become a robot. No one likes that, okay? You don't want to hold in your ideas for so long. You're going to get stressed out. You're going to be in anguish. You're going to be hurt, damaged mentally. Nothing's going to seem right to you. You need a way to express your ideas. And if you're too silent, if you don't speak your mind on things that you want, that if you don't speak up when you need to pursue your goals, you're going to lack identity. You're going to be weak. Okay. And that's about it. Let's summarize it. So silence makes a man. You need to be silent. You need to focus on your inner world. Focus on your personal growth, your finances, your body, your social life. Try to form what you want for your life and form the ideal circumstance that you desire in your life. Only speak when spoken to. This is a military mindset. This focuses you on your purpose and it internalizes your ideas. It's like you're not spilling out your energy. You're recirculating that energy back into yourself and you're growing. And then too much silence is weakness. Don't be afraid to call out when someone's encroaching on your rights as a person, encroaching on your status, encroaching on your abilities. Don't be a weak man. You have to be able to defend your things, defend yourself. And that's about it. Thank you for watching this video. Hope you have a good day. Leave a like, drop a comment, and subscribe. Okay? Peace out.